Evelyn Turner had cleaned Ridgeway Middle School every weekday evening for 11 years, except no one called her by name. To most of the staff, she was just Carl's wife. Carl was the janitor, tall, broad-shouldered, kind. Evelyn, quiet, soft-spoken, wore the same tan sweater and blue shoes every day, moved like a shadow, spoke only when spoken to, but she watched, always. And when the strange things began happening, she was the first to notice. It started small. A teacher's ring vanished, a student's phone gone from their backpack, then a wallet, a laptop. Over 3 weeks, 9 thefts. No signs of forced entry, no cameras in the locker areas. Parents grew angry. The principal panicked. Then it got worse. A school board member's daughter claimed her expensive earrings were stolen. Her father called the police. By the next morning, 2 local officers were walking the halls. By the following week, an FBI liaison had arrived. Apparently, there had been similar thefts at 2 other schools in the district. The FBI agent, a woman named Agent Morrison, set up a temporary office in the library. She questioned staff, installed new cameras, scheduled locker checks. But after 10 days, nothing. No suspects, no leads, just fear. And while everyone buzzed, Evelyn cleaned and listened and watched. She noticed things. How the vice principal always arrived 15 minutes before the bell, but never parked in the same spot. How one of the teachers, Mr. Brandt, had started wearing cologne for the first time in years. How the new IT guy always had the freshest sneakers, but still claimed to be broke. No one noticed Evelyn watching them. But she was. Every step, every sigh, every hesitation. Then one evening she picked up a trash bag from the teacher's lounge and paused. Inside 2 Starbucks cups, a red gum wrapper, and a tiny jewelry tag. White, folded. She unfolded it carefully. 14K gold, $799. No one had mentioned a gold necklace, not yet. She didn't say a word, just slipped the tag into her pocket. The next morning, another theft. A student's backpack had been rifled through, a charm bracelet taken. Again, no cameras, no witnesses. Principal Davis called an emergency staff meeting. The FBI agent spoke in stern tones. But no one had answers. That evening, Evelyn returned to the teacher's lounge. This time, she brought gloves, a tiny light, and a purpose. Behind the trash bin, wedged deep into the crack in the baseboard, she found something. A coin. Foreign. Scratched. She picked it up, smiled slightly, then whispered, "Got you." The following Monday, Evelyn didn't report to the cleaning closet. She went straight to the principal's office, knocked twice. Principal Davis looked up, startled. "Evelyn, is something wrong?" She didn't sit, just handed him a sealed envelope. "You'll want to give this to Agent Morrison." He frowned, opened it. Inside were 2 photos, a handwritten note, and a printout. By noon, Agent Morrison summoned the staff to the library. Teachers, counselors, admins, even Carl, Evelyn's husband. Evelyn stood near the back, silent, until Morrison gestured to her. "Mrs. Turner, please." She stepped forward, and for the first time spoke in a room full of people. "I believe the person responsible for the thefts is someone on this staff." Gasps. One teacher laughed nervously. Evelyn continued. "The items weren't being taken for value. They were taken for satisfaction. Small, expensive things. Nothing traceable. Hidden for weeks. Moved around." She held up the photo. This was taken from the baseboard behind the teacher's lounge trash bin, where the thief likely waited during cleanup hours, unnoticed. She passed around the coin. a rare South African rand, part of a commemorative set stolen last year from a local coin shop. Agent Morrison added, "There was an open theft case on that coin. It ties back to someone in this room." Evelyn turned to the IT tech, Mr. Logan. "You told staff your shoes were knockoffs, but I saw you toss the tags in the trash. I found them. Real Nikes, $299. She looked at Morrison. "When I reviewed the footage from the new cameras, I noticed Mr. Logan's janitor badge was always on display, even on weekends." The room froze. Because janitor badges didn't open classroom doors, but staff badges did. Logan had both, swapped them depending on time of day, and no one had questioned it. Agent Morrison stepped forward. "Mr. Logan, please come with me." He stammered. "You don't have anything. We have fingerprints. We have the coin. We have the badge logs. And we have her." She nodded toward Evelyn. 20 minutes later, he was in custody. The school? Shaken. But something shifted, not just in security protocol, but in how they looked at Evelyn. A week later, she was called into a private meeting. Agent Morrison, Principal Davis, and a district rep sat at the table. They offered her a consulting position, head of internal compliance and investigations. Evelyn blinked, then smiled. "I accept." 2 months later, a new plaque appeared outside the faculty lounge. Evelyn Turner Resource Center, for observation, for integrity, for the quiet power that keeps us safe. And every time someone asked who solved the biggest mystery in school history, they didn't say the FBI. They didn't say the janitor's wife. They said, "Evelyn." Thank you for watching. If you want to get more of that kind of stories, press like and check out our channel.